Cyber threats keep evolving and keep getting better at cutting through even the most formidable defenses. Many antiviruses that couldn't keep pace have been rendered obsolete. Though they still operate in the market, they are but a pale shadow of their former selves. Fortunately, a few antiviruses have risen to the task and taken the bull by the horns, saving the world each computer at a time. Hey, I'm Jason, and I present to you the best antivirus 2024. In today's video, we'll look at 5 of the finest antiviruses: Bitdefender, eseT, Kaspersky, Norton, and McAfee, to determine which of them is better placed to fight existing and next-gen malware. Now, to enable me to crown the finest of them all, I'll be ranking each antivirus according to the following categories: features, security, ease of use, and pricing. I'll then award each AV up to 5 marks based on their performance in each category. So be sure to watch until the very end. In the meantime, you can go and check out the description below for massive discounts on eseT antivirus if you sign up with the link. But more on that later. But for now, let the games begin. First up is Bitdefender. Now, if you're an ardent follower of this channel, you'll notice that Bitdefender constantly ranks amongst the finest AVs. And this is no fluke. You see, the antivirus has carved a niche for itself with its outstanding security features that can detect and remove the most stubborn of viruses. But all of that is in the past now. Let's see whether it still maintains its reputation as a top-notch antivirus software. Now, Bitdefender's real-time protection feature, Shield, keeps malware at bay by scanning my accessed files, email messages, or downloaded files. Its on-demand virus scanner employs machine learning and a vast malware directory to detect and, of course, remove all kinds of malware. And I can choose the system scan feature to deeply search and eliminate viruses embedded in my system. Or, hey, I could just quickly use the quick scan feature to clear malware that interrupts my system's processes. Now, whenever I suspect that my privacy has been compromised, I simply run the vulnerability scan to detect privacy risks and check on apps that need updating. Now, Bitdefender features an anti-phishing software that scans and blocks suspicious websites that doesn't leave me in the dark. Now, the feature notifies me of the websites it has blocked and why. So I can take the appropriate steps to either permanently block or whitelist them. Its firewall feature protects my Wi-Fi from intrusion by keeping an eye on my inbound and outbound traffic. And its secure web browser ensures that all my online banking transactions are safe. Additional security features include a password manager with high-level encryption and an anti-theft protection tool that helps you to find your missing device. There is also the VPN feature that hides your IP address and a parental control feature to regulate the sites that your children visit. Now, this is what everyone looks out for in an antivirus: complete all-round protection. Thus, Bitdefender gets 5 marks. But I'm curious to know what you think of Bitdefender security, so please tell me all about it in the comment section below. Meanwhile, let's go and take a cursory look at some tests conducted on Bitdefender by the world-renowned lab AV Tests. Over to you, pal. Yes. Hello. Thanks very much for that. Yes, the tests on Bitdefender were in 3 categories: protection, performance, and of course usability, with Bitdefender performing pretty admirably, I must say. Yes. Now, in the protection category, Bitdefender detected all 277 samples of zero-day malware that it scanned, scoring 100% in the process. When, of course, tested for widespread and prevalent malware, Bitdefender scored yet another 100%, registering 6 out of 6. Yes. In the performance tests, which determine the impact an antivirus has on a system, Bitdefender performed creditably. Here we see that the AV slowed down the system by 12% when launching popular sites, which was better than the 14% industry standard. And when it came to copying files and launching applications, Bitdefender had the least impact on the system, evidenced by 1% and 8% respectively, scoring a perfect 6. However, regarding usability, Bitdefender faltered slightly when it was tested for false blockages and warnings, thus registering a 5.5 out of 6 in that category. And yes, that'll be all for Bitdefender. Over to you, Cyberlab Studios. Thanks, pal. I swear I've met that guy somewhere before. Bitdefender's relatively low mark in the usability category affects its total scores. Thus, it gets 4.8 marks. However, I don't think this is an indictment of Bitdefender's reliability because it only means that the AV might falsely flag legitimate software as phishing. But hey, that's just my opinion. Is the low usability score a problem for you? Let me know in the comment section. This brings us to the next category, pricing. Bitdefender has some amazing price plans that come in 3 packages: Antivirus Plus, Internet Security, and Total Security, each offering varying degrees of protection. Now, the Antivirus Plus costs $19.99 annually, and it features Bitdefender's core protection suite against malware, ransomware, and web attacks. The Internet Security package costs $32.99 annually and comes with a few extra features like parental controls, webcam and microphone protection, and a firewall. The third package, Total Security, is $35.99 and can be used on up to 5 devices. It offers all the features in Antivirus Plus and Internet Security packages, including some extra specs such as protection for multiple operating systems. Bitdefender's affordable pricing plans earn it 5 marks in this category. So which of these price plans best suits you and your needs and your budget? Hey, tell me about it in the comment section. Now, Bitdefender has proven its capacity to keep a wide range of viruses and malware at bay, but can we say the same for eseT? Though eseT isn't as popular as the rest of the antiviruses on this list, its decades of experience and over 100 million users means that it is a force to be reckoned with. So let's go and check out some of its core security features. The AV features an antivirus scanner that can detect and remove malware hiding deep in your system: your files, folders, hard drives, removable disks, and more. However, the lack of a quick scan option means that you're only left with deep scan, custom scan, and removable disk scan options. But its real-time protection tool ensures that no virus sneaks through the files that you receive or download. eseT also has an anti-phishing tool that blocks potentially dangerous websites, and its firewall and network inspector features combine to ensure that your network is safe from malware intrusion. And whenever you lose your device, hey, well, you can count on its anti-theft feature to help you out. One feature that I do find very useful is its banking and payment protection browser, which secures all my banking details and online transactions from prying eyes, like my wife. Additional security features include a password manager, parental control, and my favorite, advanced diagnostic tools. With this tool, I can check the health of my system and create a rescue disk that scans and clears malware from my device without booting the operating system. eseT security features are pretty impressive, thus it deserves 5 marks. But let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. Let's head over to AV Tests to find out how it performed. Over to you, AV Tests. We put it over there, yes. Oh yes, of course. Thank you, pal. Yes, eseT showed its prowess during the recent lab tests conducted on its protection capacity, impact on CPU performance, and usability. In the protection category, the AV was able to detect 98.3% of zero-day malware, which was a level below the 98.9% industry standard. In total, eseT scored 5.5 out of 6 in the protection category, probably due to its less than average performance in detecting and removing all the zero-day malware. Performance-wise, eseT had a huge impact on the CPU during the scanning of frequently downloaded apps, slowing down the system by 7%. However, when it came to launching standard software applications, eseT proved its mettle by registering 7%, way lower than the 11% industry average. In all, the software scored 5.5 out of 6 due to its heavy impact on the CPU when launching standard software applications. Regarding usability, eseT scored 6 out of 6 by issuing only 1 false blockage when installing or using legitimate software. And that'll be all for eseT. The Cyberlab, take it away. Thanks, mate. Good looking dude. So it looks like eseT did a good job there, right? Detecting and blocking over 98% of viruses. Thus, it earns 4.8, which is quite impressive. So are you also impressed by eseT's lab results? Feel free to share your views in the comment section below. So now that you know what you're getting when you purchase eseT Note 32 antivirus, let's discuss its costs. eseT has 3 unique price plans: Essential Security, Advanced Security, and Premium Security, each with its own unique features. The Essential Security costs $39.99 a year, and it features a basic antivirus and anti-ransomware protection suite and is only compatible with Windows and Mac OS. The next plan, Advanced Security, comes with payment and privacy protection, and it costs $54.99 annually. However, if you prefer ultimate security with additional perks like a password manager, well, then I'd recommend the premium security plan. It costs $69.99 a year and can be installed on 3 different devices. Now, eseT's pricing plan compared to Bitdefender is quite pricey, so it gets 4.7. But looking at the features on offer and considering its performance in the lab tests, are the prices justified? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. And this brings me to the next antivirus on my list, Kaspersky. Kaspersky is a simple-to-use antivirus that has amassed a religious following over the years, despite its ties with Russia, and its products are made to suit individuals, small businesses, and large corporations too. Many users have praised its robust security, so I decided to check it out for myself, and this is what I discovered. Kaspersky's antivirus engine uses machine learning and a large virus database to detect and remove various types of viruses and ransomware. Plus, its 6 virus scanning options, including background scan and application vulnerability scan, ensure that no virus escapes its attention. And when I'm too busy to conduct a scan, I use the schedule scan feature. The antivirus will get to work when the time is right. Its phishing protection option employs multi-layered security features to detect and block potentially harmful websites. Plus, its safe browser and URL advisor keep me protected from malicious links. I quite like the safe money feature too, which safeguards my banking details, and the firewall, which protects my device from malware coming through my local area network. And when I want to remove stubborn viruses that just won't go away using conventional means, Kaspersky Rescue Disk comes in handy. Excellent security features by all standards. Thus, Kaspersky deserves 5 out of 5. But how did it perform in the tests conducted by you-know-who, AV tests? So, you know the drill. Take it away, bestie. I'll have my tea just now. Think of it. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, of course. And now, during the protection tests, Kaspersky saw 99.3% for zero-day malware. However, when it came to detecting common and widespread malware, the AV scored an impressive 100%, making it 6 out of 6 in the protection category. The AV heavily impacted PC performance, though, slowing it down by 20% when launching popular websites, which was worse than the industry standard of 14%. However, it did make up for it by registering a 0% impact during the launch of frequently used apps. In all, Kaspersky registered 6 out of 6, scoring 100% in the performance category. When it came to the usability category, Kaspersky showed 0 false blockages and warnings, earning another tremendous 6 out of 6. Yes, back to you. Thank you. Where's my tea? He's so good. Now, these scores are great and would have earned Kaspersky 5 marks, but for its zero-day malware detection rate. Thus, it gets 4.8. So it looks like Kaspersky is falling down the pecking order. But maybe its pricing plan would prop it back up. So let's go check it out. Kaspersky Antivirus has evolved into 2 plans, Standard and Plus, to match the ever-evolving malware landscape. Now, you can opt for the Kaspersky Plus, which costs upwards of $19.99, and it comes with a firewall and online payment protection. However, if you prefer Kaspersky's full armory, then choose the Plus plan, which starts at $28.99, and it features a VPN. Kaspersky Antivirus is quite cheap, and thus it gets 4.8 stars. Now, I'm curious to know which of the price plans suits your antivirus needs, so go and tell me about it in the comment section below. Next up is our 4th best antivirus, Norton. Now, this AV has been around for quite a while, and it features a very potent anti-malware engine that can detect both known and zero-day malware using machine learning and heuristics. And it achieves this through its quick scan, custom scan, and smart scan tools. I find a smart firewall quite amazing with its ability to detect popular network intrusion attacks, including man-in-the-middle and port scans. Its safe web browser extension and safe search tool protect my PC against phishing attacks and notifies me when I visit suspicious websites. And the click of a button, Norton provides a full report detailing why it blocked those pages. Its data protection tool ensures that no virus encrypts my data and blocks any malware before it can launch on my device. Additional features include a secure VPN with over, get this, 2,000 servers in over 30 countries, and a password manager that secures all my passwords. No, did I tell you that Norton provides cloud storage services too that offer up to 250 gigs of cloud backup?
What?
Yes, you heard that right. 250 gigs. Wow. Now, considering the technology that Norton uses to detect its viruses and ransomware, I'm giving it 5 marks. But do they actually work in the real world? Well, let's go find out from the test lab. Over to you, pal. I'm sorry, don't talk to me. Talk to management. Oh yes, hello again. Of course. Hi. Yes, Norton's results proved that it could detect and eliminate all manner of ransomware when it detected all 277 zero-day malware samples during the tests, scoring 100%. Norton once again registered a perfect score when tested on its capacity to detect over 16,900 widespread and prevalent malware. Thus, the antivirus got 6 out of 6 in the protection category. Next up, performance, where the AV came out with flying colors. Norton slowed down the PC by 12% when launching popular websites, which was 2% better than the average AV. Norton repeated the same feat again when launching standard software applications, slowing the PC down by 6%, 2% better than the average antivirus. But where Norton's impact was heavily felt was during the installation of frequently used applications, slowing down the PC by 20%. Yes, it says so right here, 6% worse than the industry standard. All in all, the AV scored a perfect 6 though in the performance category. The final category, usability, saw Norton scoring another fabulous 6 out of 6. It registered 0 false warnings and blockages on all the samples it was tested with. Thank you. He's such a great guy. We had dinner the other night and you should have... Anyway, so considering the awesome performance of Norton in the AV test, the security software receives 5 stars. Now, Norton's security isn't in doubt, but would its heavy impact on the PC performance be a source of concern for you? Let me know in the comment section. Alrighty, it's time now to explore how much it's going to cost you if you choose Norton as your #1 antivirus software. Norton has 4 pricing plans: Antivirus Plus, Standard, Deluxe, and Select Plus LifeBlock. Each plan comes with virus, malware, ransomware, and hacking protection. The Antivirus Plus costs $19.99 for the first year and comes with 2 gigs of cloud backup. The standard plan goes for $39.99 for the first year, can be used on 3 devices, and also features 2 gigs of cloud storage space. The cost of the Deluxe plan is $49.99 for the first year, comes with 50 gigs of cloud backup, and features a parental control tool. The last plan, Select Plus LifeLock, costs $99.99 for the first year, offers 250 gigs cloud backup, and can be installed on 10 devices. Comparing the features on offer, including cloud backup and VPN, to the pricing plans, I'm giving Norton 5 marks for its low prices. Now let me know in the comment section which of these plans you fancy. And now onto our final contender for best antivirus, McAfee. McAfee is a very user-friendly antivirus that has gained traction in recent years thanks to its ever-evolving anti-malware detection and capacity to cover more than 5 devices. Its world-class antivirus scanner can detect all kinds of malware and block them before they infect any file on your device. Now, just like all the other antiviruses on this list, McAfee uses a very large database of viruses to detect ransomware and malware. Its powerful firewall can detect all manner of attacks, including network intrusions and exploit attacks designed to take advantage of security flaws in your system. The AV also features a web advisor tool that checks all the websites that you visit for potential threats and blocks them. The tool also features a secure search browser extension, which enables you to browse the web without worrying about visiting malicious sites or being a victim of phishing attacks. McAfee features a VPN that unblocks some of the major streaming platforms, including Netflix and Amazon Prime. Plus, its strict no-logs policy means that no one would know that you were even on the internet. How cool is that? Now, its parental control feature helps parents monitor the websites that their kids visit, while its password manager presents a safe vault to store your passwords. And if your device is running slightly slow, McAfee's optimization tools would literally bring your device up to speed. So, where does it rank compared to the other AVs on this list? The AV has some pretty incredible basic features, but lacks some advanced features that AVs like Bitdefender or Norton have. Thus, I give it 4.5 stars. But let's see how McAfee performs when you put it to the test. Your turn, AV test. Must say, who keeps taking my pens? Hello again. Yes, oh hello. When McAfee was tested on its capacity and ability to detect zero-day malware, the AV passed with flying colors, catching all 277 zero-day malware samples, scoring 100%. And when it was bombarded with over 16,900 samples of common malware, McAfee scored another 100% by detecting all of them. Thus, the AV got 6 out of 6 in the protection category. The performance category was also, yes, a walk in the park for the AV, as it had minimal impact on the device's processes. During the launching of popular websites, McAfee slowed down the system by 15%, just 1% more than the industry standard. McAfee also slowed down the device by, 12%, beating the industry standard of 14% during the installation of frequently used apps. However, one area where the AV performed particularly well was during the copying of files over a network, where it had 0% impact on the device. Thus, McAfee got a 6 out of 6 for an outstanding performance. Then came the usability tests, where the AV recorded 0 false blockage and warnings, meaning McAfee could differentiate between legit and malicious websites. Once again, it recorded a beautiful 6 out of 6 for usability. Thank you, and back to the studios. Where's my pen? Who took my pen? Thank you so much, AV Test. Man, what a guy. So good. Now, McAfee's performance was nothing short of incredible, and incredible results deserve incredible scores, so it gets 5 marks. But let's talk pricing. McAfee Total Protection comes in 2 plans, individual and family. Now, the individual plan only allows 1 user, and it features 3 different tiers. Essential, which goes for $39.99 per year. The Premium, which costs $44.99 annually, and the Advanced, which goes for $79.99 a year. The Family plan, on the other hand, can be used by 6 people, 2 adults and 4 children, and it features 2 tiers, Premium and Advanced. Now, the Premium costs $62.99 every year, and the Advanced goes for $107.99 a year. Now, that's kind of pricey, given the fewer security features that it offers compared to the other AVs on my list. Thus, I award it 4 stars. Now look, I think McAfee's prices should command more features. Do you agree? Share your thoughts in the comment section. And now the moment of reckoning is upon us, and it's time to declare the winner. Totaling the scores, Bitdefender gets 14.8 out of 15. eseT scores 14.5 out of 15. Kaspersky chalks 14.6 out of 15. Norton gets 15 out of 15. And McAfee scores 13.5 out of 15. So coming first, Norton, followed by Bitdefender, which only just beats eseT by the slightest of margins, and then Kaspersky and McAfee. Now look, don't get it wrong. All 5 products provide the best malware protection that you can currently find on the market. So you can choose any of these with absolute confidence, depending, of course, on your needs. And that brings us to the end of this video. But before we go, please kindly like this video, subscribe to this channel for more in-depth reviews of cybersecurity products. Meanwhile, you can go and check out the ultimate battle between Bitdefender and Kaspersky in this video over here. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you there.